I need to make these ball mill cuts, but if you look at the shape of the material that's left, there's nothing to select. And in the past, what I've done is just created a sketch and I've traced it, but I don't really like using the trace tool, and I really want to use a contour tool. So this is kind of the solution I came up with to do that. You're really limited with the trace tool. You're better off trying to go with the contour. As you can see here, we create a sketch and then we're just tracing in the ball mill pass. And it's fine, but whenever you have to make a change, it kind of sucks because, changing sketches, you really have to change like the whole sketch. You can't put any patterns into sketches that you can modify later. So that's like why this method comes into play a little bit better for me. Start by making a new component and call it material. I've kind of set up a few planes ahead of time, and then I have a sketch of what I want, what I need to use. So I'm going to create a sketch on one of the planes that I've created. I'm going to make a sketch of the tool that I'm going to use. Type S on your keyboard, and we want to do the extrude, and we want to use a surface extrude. Set it to symmetrical, and yank it out more than you need, because we don't really need to be very specific on the length other than we need it to go past the material. And then let's do a pattern. This is where the time saver is, because if you ever need to change the distances between your ball mill pass, it's really easy to change it here. As you can see, I'm struggling a little bit getting the path correct, or getting the directions correct, but I'll fix that. We need 5 ball mill pass. We want to use spacing. Set the distance to 0.40 or 400 thou. And that's what we need. I can use these surfaces to create a contour toolpath and cut out my ball mill cuts. Now let's go to manufacturing. So 2D, contour. We're going to use a 3/8 3-flute ball mill. There's some standard feeds and speeds we do for our ball mill toolpaths like this. Let's turn on our surface bodies. Now let's select the paths we need to create the toolpath. I could turn this into a pattern too, but for the video I'm just going to click each one of them. Okay, now we've got the path we need, but obviously it's too long because of our surface bodies, so we need to fix that. Dot contours. And what I did was I left some of the model that I cut out for the angle there as my stock contour, and I'll just select that body, and what that'll do is it control how far the contour toolpath goes beyond leading in and leading out of the body that I'm going to cut. Just what I needed, but it looks like I still need to make some changes to the toolpath. So selected contours, we need to offset the tool to half of 3/8, 0.1875. Still got a cute couple issues here. Let's select preserve order, just for your OCD. And then under linking, we need to remove the lead in and lead outs. Okay, that looks like what we need. Let's simulate it and see what we get. Okay, that looks like exactly what I wanted. The tool's not going too far past the part or anything. It's cutting just what we need it to cut.